Hey, 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 Fit Mama. Jen Oliver here, your host of the Fit Mama podcast. This is the work in to your workout.
Hey, Fit Mama. Jen here today. Let's have a chat today, won't we, about honoring you. I've been thinking about today's podcast a lot, and over the last couple of weeks with my clients, we've been talking a lot about honoring the people in their lives that they love. And we tend to think that we do things for everybody else all the time, and often we do, but with a bit of a chip on our shoulder or resentment. And we can then think, oh, I do everything for everybody. Who's going to do something for me? And so we kind of wait around to see if anyone's going to do something for us. And lo and behold, they don't, or at least we don't perceive them as doing something for us. So we start to get into this sort of resentment spiral, I'll call it, the RS, resentment spiral. That's easy to happen. What that does is it repels us from that person, often our spouse, because we think they should be able to read our mind, they should know exactly what we want from them, they should do for us what we want them to do without us even asking, etc. And we get very frustrated, we get even more resentful because they didn't do that, and then we don't even want to go near them. We treat them like a child, we treat them like garbage, we talk down to them, and we then assume everything is their fault. So this is kind of the resentment spiral, and then it builds a chasm between you and your spouse or those closest to you because we blame them or we get frustrated by them and resentful. So today, the antidote that I'm going to talk about is, in fact, honoring you. And thereby we honor you, we will honor them much more. And we think we're honoring them, but actually we're not. We're most often just rude. So with that being said, honoring you. What do I mean exactly, Fit Mama, by honoring you? Well, what I mean is listening to yourself, first of all. Because we ask ourselves questions all day long. What, should I do that? Should I go there? We ask it sometimes to other people, but even to ourselves, but we don't listen to what answer is coming. We let our head tell us the next steps. We don't listen to the response our body is having, which is often a big no, a hard no, a hell no, and yet we do it anyway. So honoring you has a lot to do with listening. So go ahead and ask those questions to yourself. Should I go there? Should I do that? Should I start that? Should I finish this? Should I end that? And then listen. Because as we go through our days, we don't even notice, but we behave as if everyone around us is more important than us. Even if we're resentful about it, we act like they're more important. Our kids need us, our husband, wife, etc. needs us. They can't live without us. They can't get this done. How the whole house would crumble if it wasn't me and my organizational skills keeping it all together. So we act as if these people around us, our family and our spouse, are the most important people, or our parents or whomever we integrate with most, but then we treat them like garbage. And the reason isn't that we're annoyed with them and we're mad at them, actually, because even though it feels like we are and it's their fault because we've blamed them, we're actually mad, annoyed, and frustrated with ourselves. And I've noticed this recently for myself. I'll actually notice when I get into a mood, and I'm very self-aware, and I'm quite often aware of what feelings I'm having in what environments, so I can either have less of those experiences or more of them, depending what they are. And one thing I've recently noticed is that I get into certain moods in certain situations where I feel a loss of control, where I feel a sense of wasting time, where I feel like I should have it better or be able to do things better than I just did them. And so I go into these sort of patterns where I get frustrated and then I act out and I yell at someone, my husband maybe, or I'll get frustrated or I'll say, oh, this never works that way. And I'll just get frustrated in general. When really, when I break it down and I look at it even closer, as I love to do, I notice that it's me being frustrated with myself. As in, I got into this situation again and I told myself I wasn't going to, or I took my power away, or I gave my power away by doing this, that, or the other that I told myself I wasn't going to, or I did this, that, or the other that I told myself I wasn't going to. It's most often me being frustrated and angry at myself because I made a promise with myself, or I just had an expectation of myself that I didn't follow through on. And so what we can start to notice is where that shows up in your life. And I notice this often in my life, in fact, because like Mastin Kipp, I don't know if you know Mastin Kipp, but if you don't, go check him out. Mastin Kipp, Claim Your Power. He has a really great book out. Really, really empowering because it is all about you realizing that your focus or your hierarchy of priorities is other people. Right? You go, oh, what do the kids need? What does my, husband need? And we think we are doing all these things for our husband and wife and our kids, when really, because we're resentful, we just get angry and annoyed. And those people don't feel like we've done anything for them because we're just annoyed by that. They're annoyed by us or whatever. So really think about how you act towards these people and start honoring you and your needs. And immediately, if you thought, oh, well, that sounds easy, but how do I do that, Jen? I will tell you how, because it's easier than it sounds. We think it sounds easy and it's hard, but it's actually easier than it sounds. And here's how you do it. Like I said, you listen, you breathe, take a big, deep breath, listen, and breathe. Those are the first two really, really, really important ones. Okay, so it sounds like it should be easy or it is hard, whatever your brain is telling you right now, it doesn't matter. It is easier than you think. Honoring you. But it might be a lifelong practice where you didn't honor you, so it will feel foreign. Foreign is uncomfortable, often uncomfortable we stay away from, so we don't do it. We go back into our comfortable patterns. So I want you to start to become more self-aware. When am I treating others around me rudely? When am I being short? When am I being a bee or moody? And is it traced back to me being annoyed with myself in this moment? Because I'm going to go with probably, and that's just without even probably knowing you. And if I do know you, if you personally know me, then probably also, right? Because that's how we roll. That's actually the human nature. So don't worry, don't take it as a personal fault, but become self-aware, Fit Mama, that you actually aren't honoring you. And you're not selfish if you do start to honor you. So it's not, oh, I'm going to ignore my kids and do whatever I need, wake up and go to the gym. Oh, yeah, wait, I have to take care of them. I'm not suggesting that. I'm suggesting you ask yourself what you really need, listen to what you really say, and this could be in the form of journaling. We just had a 2-week journaling challenge in the Fit Mama group on Facebook. Search Love Fit Mama and join us because I posed a question every single day in there, and each question created multiple other questions in the group. So go in there, start your journaling, become self-aware, and after you listen, you take some deep breaths. Because you might go into more frustration mode when you realize how off track you are, when you haven't honored yourself, listened to yourself, or breathed deeply in years. It's okay. None of us have, right? And none of us do regularly. We all need this reminder. But this is about honoring yourself, Fit Mama. And this is what it's going to take for you to get to the gym, for you to do the thing you wanted, for you to write that book or go on that trip or save up for that thing, going back to school, creating a business, whatever it is you desire, saving up to have your first, second, third, or multiple children, whatever it is you know is in your heart, just take one step, and that is listening and breathing to you, to you, to what you really want. And often it's not something grandiose, right? It's not, I want a private jet. Oh, well, how realistic is that? No, your heart is not desiring a private jet. I can almost guarantee that. What your heart is desiring is likely peace, calm, everyone getting along, things following some sort of regularity, that you can have expectations followed through. You're not looking for perfection, Fit Mama. You're looking for the energy to get to the gym or wake up in the morning and do your breathing or your meditation. You're looking for just that little oomph in your day. And that comes from honoring you, honoring your desires, your deep desires, not the superficial ones. The superficial ones are keeping up with the Joneses, getting your body back, doing this, that, or the other. The deeper ones are creating that life of abundance, feeling abundant in time, feeling abundant in energy, feeling abundant in money and resources and friends and social engagements. So much so you can say no thanks, or you can say yes please to as much or as little as you want. And you have all the energy to do that. And you have all the support in the world to do that. You have someone saying, go to yoga class, go to the gym, take the whole morning, go. Me and the kids are fine. And you know who's going to do that? Anyone close to you who sees you honoring yourself. Because the thing is, I notice when I honor myself and I give to myself unapologetically, and I say, Jen, you deserve that bath. When are you going to fit it in today? Yeah, everyone's fine. Nobody needs you all the time. Hey, the kids are sitting playing Play-Doh for a while. They're doing, my kids right now, they're into making cooking shows. They do bake-offs and nailed it and all this stuff with their Play-Doh. And they make amazing little foods and little roses, and it's incredible. And they could do that for hours. So I'm thinking they're good. I'm going to go take a bath. Or I'm going to do my exercise here in the living room while they're playing on that. Or X, Y, or Z. And fill in the blanks. We are not needed. Yeah, I could clean the kitchen. Yeah, I could clean out that cupboard. Yeah, I could organize the files. But today I need to get my workout in more than the files need organizing. And I'll do a little bit of the files later, or I'll do them tomorrow. Priorities. Files, yeah, while they're important for your taxes or whatever, are important to you, but your health and well-being on a daily basis, more important immediately. And needs to be part of you honoring you. Your legs are sore, your feet are sore, get in your Epsom salts bath. Call the massage therapist. Fit that in your day, because while you're coming from the massage therapist to then go pick up the kids from school, you're going to be excited. You're going to be energized. You're going to go, oh, I just did me. Now I'm ready to do you, kids. What do you want to do? Art camp at home in the kitchen? What are we going to do? The bake-off? Like we always do things that sound really big and fun and exciting, right? We name it. We're going to do we even while we just sit outside, we call it a big thing. We're going to do, the picnic. We sit outside on the front lawn, or we do school, even if we're just doing a little activity book, right? We name it something big and exciting. Honoring them through your energy and attention because you've honored you. And that's why I love waking up in the morning early, getting things done, because then you feel like you've done a little something for you. You've filled up your piggy bank today already before the kids needed to deplete it already. Right? And it goes with that abundance mentality. It could be money. It could be time. You're feeling like, I'm so busy, I don't have enough time. And this is one of the things I've been talking lately about to a lot, if not probably the majority of my clients, due to it's summer here. And a lot of my clients are on vacation with their families, home with them or out with them or away with them or whatever. And it's full on mode. So we feel like we don't have time for ourselves. And the truth is we really have less. Yes, that's the reality, because they're not in school for 7 or 8 hours. But even the fit mamas I talk to right now whose kids are in school, they feel that same feeling of not enough time. This is where we really need to harness in the honoring you, because there are things, even though you don't think so, that you can cut out, things you can lessen, things you can remove from your schedule. Delegate or eliminate. Okay? Delegate or eliminate. So, really important. Look at everything you do, delegate it or eliminate it, because if you cannot get to it, going to another meeting, joining another club, signing up for another thing, doing more for the kids, schools, families, whatever, cooking, etc. Where can you fit into your budget any pre-made foods? Where can you fit into your budget ordering foods online? Cutting out certain things that you don't have to do yourself. Who can pick up the groceries you ordered online in a fraction of the time? Okay, great. Husband, nanny, friend, grandmother, whomever picks them up. It's about being smart and not having to do it all. And that's honoring you. It's really, really, really the 101 here. And when you honor you and you feel really, really good because you've eliminated or delegated most of the tasks that you wasted time doing in the day, you'll enjoy those tasks and all the tasks so much more. I know I do. I really do. And lately I've been loving washing the dishes. I've just been enjoying it because it gives me, right now my window is looking out over my backyard and the mountains, and it's such a beautiful view that it just takes me away. And I feel super good honoring my family in a way that is doing the dishes. And that feels good to me. My husband can focus on other things. My kids can focus on other things. I am enjoying it. If I wasn't enjoying it, or when it becomes too much, I say, okay, great, delegate. Husband, you're doing it this has to happen, so I'm doing it less. And we organize ourselves as such. That's honoring me and the phase I'm in. Every phase comes and goes, and every day, week, or month can be a phase. So honoring you begins with love for yourself, listening to the messages coming from your body, which are your subconscious thoughts, breathing, that's the LB. You're going to remember this acronym now, LB, breathing. Listening is the L, breathing is the B, and the D is desires, LBD. Remember the LBD of former, or the little black dress? Little black dress is the LBD. This LBD, just as much of a standby as that little black dress has been all your life, this is your new standby. This LBD, this is the honoring you LBD, which makes you look good in anything you're wearing, especially that little black dress. You will be a knockout walking around with confidence, because it's all about how you carry yourself. And this is your new LBD. Listening to the messages of your body, your subconscious mind, your heart, your soul, your spirit, whatever you want to call it, God talking to you. B is breathing into the here and now, not about the stories of what you wanted 5 years ago, 10 years ago, what was your ideal, but really today, breathing into the moment. What do you need, want now? And then it's D, desires, deep desires, not superficial desires, deep desires, FitMama, deep. What do you really want? I realized with my going and doing this, this is what I do, this is what I've done for now over 5 years in the Love FitMama way, is about really getting deep. And when I got deep with my own desires, I realized it was play, activity, being with my kids. These were my real deep desires. And where I was living and what I was doing was not honoring those things. And when I started to honor those things, for me, freedom, love, play, deep connection, those are my values right now. And those, when I honored them, my deepest desires around those things, I realized I had to move. And I wanted to move somewhere where I could be warm all year round and play outside with my kids all year round. And I started to create a list of what my deepest desires were. And one of my deepest desires at that time, and continues to be currently, is to honor those around me in the deepest possible way. So that is my extended family when I'm with my family, my friends when I'm with my friends, and most of all, my family, my husband and my children when I'm with them, which is the majority of the time. the 90% of the time, other than when I'm working or sleeping or doing me, is with them because they are my main people. And my deepest desires around honoring them was only possible when I honored me and created this life based on my highest values and my deepest desires to honor them. So now I have so much energy, an abundance of energy, time, and resources to honor them. Do things with my kids, take them places, do things in the home, in the backyard, around, playing, natural life, just being with them. My husband, I honor him every day with touch, love, compliments, kindness, sweetness, doing, being things for him that he so deeply desires and maybe does or doesn't even know yet. And when I can be thoughtful to those around me and think of things to do for them before they even realized they wanted or desired them, that is my deepest desires. That is where my generosity is at its depth. And to think of being around the ones I love the most and doing and being for them what they most need and want is a true deep desire for me. And I love that, and that is meaningful to me, but it all begins with me honoring myself, that I get my own hikes in and I want them to come with me. I get my own playtime outside, playing basketball, swimming, playing tennis, and doing all the things, biking, running, that I love, doing it with them, being a role model for them, inspiring fit mamas globally, as this is such a gift for me to be able to do as part of my work, career, life, love. And it's all an honor, and it is possible for you when you start to get clarity around all these things, and it begins with your LBD. So have a great day, Fit Mama. That's your LBD, listening to your body, your subconscious mind, your heart, your soul, breathing into the now and listening again and honoring your deepest desires. Deepest desires. I love you. Have a great day. Honor you, Fit Mama. Namaste.